How's it going, guys? For those of you who don't already know who I am, I'm Jordan from Manitoba Storm Chasers, and today's video is going to be a little bit different than what you're used to seeing on this channel. I just thought I'd try something a little bit different and show you guys how I stack or blend my lightning pictures. But before we get started on today's video, if you like these kind of videos and you want to see more of them, make sure you click that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next one. With that being said, let's get into today's video. Alright, so first things first, you've taken your lightning pictures, and you've brought them into Adobe Lightroom. You can see in the bottom here we have our 4 images that we're going to use for today's picture. You can really use as many images as you want. It all depends, how wide of an angle you're shooting, how many lightning bolts you want in the picture, but to keep it simple today, we're going to use 4 pictures. Um, And you can see, they're pretty nice lightning pictures, but I think they'd look probably a lot better all in one image. So you don't really need to do a whole lot in Adobe Lightroom. I just use it to kind of import my pictures, and then whatever editing I want to do to them after that, I usually take over to Photoshop. So anyways, when we're in Lightroom here, you're going to hold down your Shift key and select all of the images in the bottom left corner down in the little timeline we got at the bottom here. And then you're going to right click on them, scroll up to where it says edit in, and you're going to go down to open as layers in Photoshop. And when you click on that, that's going to take you into Photoshop, where we will see you over there and show you how things go. Once we're in Photoshop here, you're going to see all your images have been brought in as layers in the bottom right corner here. I can extend this up a little bit for you so you can see better. So we've got all our images as layers in the bottom right corner. And the first thing we want to do, because if you kind of go through them, I wasn't really on a tripod when I was shooting these pictures, so they're not perfectly aligned with each other. So we're going to go through, we're going to hold shift, select all those layers. We're going to go up to the top left under edit, and we're going to scroll down until we see auto align layers. We're going to click on that, click OK. Just keep it on auto. That's perfectly fine. We're going to click OK, and what that's going to do is it's going to automatically align all those layers with each other so that they look like they were taken from the exact same spot without any moving in the tripod or anything like that. So this will take a couple minutes for it to do its thing. And then what we're gonna want to do after that is do a little bit of cropping, because you'll notice the pictures, you'll be able to see the difference between the layers. So if we move this crop here, you can see up in the top left we've got one picture kind of overhanging on the edge, and then on the right we have nothing really there, and it's just not a nice straight picture. So we're going to come in, we're going to crop that down just to get rid of all those imperfections on the edges of the picture. And bring the bottom up a bit. We can probably bring this up quite a bit so that we don't have so much ground in the picture. And then we're going to click enter, and that's our picture now. So now the next step is going to be, how do we bring out all those lightning bolts? You're going to go back to your layers over here in the bottom right corner. Click on the top one. Hold down your shift key and select the top 3 layers. You want to leave the very base layer unselected. That's going to be like your background layer. Once you've done that, you're going to click here on the blend mode where it says normal, and you're going to come up to lighten. And that's going to bring all of those lightning bolts into one image. And after you've done that, you want to right click on your layers, flatten that image, and then you have one nice picture with, in this instance, 4 lightning bolts in it, taken at different times. So then from there, obviously, you can go into your camera raw or however you want to edit your picture, and you'll be able to edit it all as one base picture. So for me with my lightning, I kind of like more of a blue haze to the lightning, cooler temperature on it. Could probably bring down that exposure a little bit. It's a little bit overblown. Bring in a little bit of contrast. Again, take those highlights down a little. Shadows aren't too bad. We'll darken them a little bit though. Whites will bring down just to try to get rid of some of that overblown image that we have. And the blacks bring a little bit of texture and clarity into it. Make those lightning bolts look nice and crisp. And I always like to use a little bit of dehaze too. That always seems to really make the lightning pop. Yeah, you see that? And then we can always go in if you're finding your image is a little bit noisy. You can add a little bit of noise, smooth it out a little bit. Too much though. About 15 or 16 is usually good for me. And that'll do its thing, and there's our image. So it's really that simple. It's not too hard to stack lightning pictures and make a couple mediocre lightning shots actually look really good. So like I was saying, if you like this kind of video, you want to see more of them in the future, definitely click that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next one. Until then, we will catch you guys later.